Well, we are on the final countdown to the release of The Batman. But if you've been following this project for a really long time, you know originally it was headed in a completely different direction. Ben Affleck was set to star and direct in a film, and now Matt Reeves has talked a little bit about what happened to that original script and why he didn't use it. So let's talk a couple minutes about why he didn't use the original DCEU layout for this movie. Now before we dive in though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. Also, the huge giveaway. We're going to give away a PlayStation 5 at 25,000 subscribers. All you need to do to get in on the giveaway is be a subscriber and leave us a comment. Also, while you're at it, make sure you check out that free Week of Skillshare down below. It's a great way for you to develop all of your superhero skills for that never-ending war on crime, all while not diving too deep into your pocket. Plus, it really does help the channel, so we really appreciate it. Well, if we jump in our time machine and go back a little bit, the clear plan was to have Justice League star Ben Affleck write, direct, and star in the movie now known as The Batman. Now, lots of stuff happened between now and then, and with the movie about to be released, directed by Matt Reeves and starring Robert Pattinson, clearly a lot has changed. Now recently, Matt Reeves did an interview with Esquire magazine, and he revealed that originally the studio had actually sent over Ben Affleck's script, which was co-written by Jeff Johns. When talking about this, he said it was a totally valid take on the movie, but it simply wasn't a personalized Batman story, and he was working on the War of the Planet of the Apes at the time, and that was the tale that he was interested with telling with Batman. During the interview, he said, it was very action-driven. It was deeply constructed to the DCEU, with other major characters from other movies and other comics popping up. I just knew that when I read this particular script was not the way I'd want to do it. I told them, there have been so many great movies, but if I were to do this, I'd have to make it personal, so that I understood what I was going to do with it, so that I know where to put the camera, so that I know what to tell the actors, so that I know what the story should be. This take, I told them, pointing to the script, is a totally valid and exciting take. It's almost James Bondian, but it wasn't something that I quite related to. Now we do know that Ben Affleck's film would have pitted Batman against Deathstroke, and that had fans pretty excited. But it clearly sounds like other members of the Justice League were going to appear in the project. It sounds to me this was one of those problems that happens a lot with superhero movies. People are interested in telling the tale, but they're not so much interested in world building. And I honestly think at this point for Warner Brothers and DC Films, world building is exactly what they were looking at doing with the Batman. I think fans would have probably liked this, especially those more in the Zack Snyder camp, but I do understand why Matt Reeves wanted things the way that he did. It's just the kind of movies he makes and his style as a storyteller. Now, he did say in an interview that, and I quote, "To my utter shock and surprise, they said, you know what, we really would like to do this and we will wait," which ultimately led to script changes, recastings, and this project we're about to watch in a month. Now, I have to say, I'm pretty excited for Matt Reeves' take on the Batman. Although I love my universe building, and clearly a big Batman film with Deathstroke and other Justice League members would have built the DC cinematic universe quite a bit, I can't wait to see what we're going to get, and I am quite happy so far with what I'm hearing. Now, honestly, this is how studios work all the time. They test the waters, see what people say, and then circle back around and make the offers they think will best set them up for the future. I think at this point in time, Justice League had released and they were very unhappy with the massive financial disappointment that movie was. So it was probably pretty easy for them to steer away from those versions of the characters, basically to say we're more interested in making money than carrying on with that storyline. Obviously, we'll know in about a month what the deal with the Batman is, what Matt Reeves did with those camera placements, and how he told Pattinson to portray the character. Personally, I can't wait to see what this movie looks like. So tell me what you think in the comments below. Do you still want to see Ben Affleck's version of Batman facing off with Deathstroke? And what do you think of Matt Reeves referring to the script as James Bondian? Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you're not going to get any updates. Peace.